Hey YouTube fam, welcome to class, welcome to your practice. My name is Rain. I'll be here to guide you through your flow for today. So without further ado, let's go and start. Grab your mats, blocks, props, anything that you have there, feel free to use them today. Put them on the side so it's easier for you to grab. I might not be able to cue some of them later, but feel free to use them if ever whenever you feel like you need it. Our job is always to honor our body, our journey, wherever we are, whatever it is that we're practicing on. So just go and use them whenever. Let's go and start our practice. This is a request by the people who are in my broadcast channel right on my Instagram. So if you do have any requests on like what we're gonna do in a class, just go and be there. Please feel free to subscribe and we'll try to do it as much as we can. Let's go inside your practice. So let's go find ourselves first at the back of our mats. Our favorite, our Bhadrasana. Take your knees together, hip width distance apart or wide, toes tucked or untucked. An option to find your block. There you go, I cued it. Take your hips on your heels and then see if you can find awareness in how you want to ground here in your Bhadrasana option to open the thighs and the glutes out wide so you can somehow find a little bit more grounding there. And speaking of grounding, hands wherever you feel like it to the thighs and ground the palms down if you want to feel like you're here, because sometimes not all of ourselves are here yet, just the physical one. So ground that down. Or if you want to receive energy, if that's what we need today, palms up, facing the sky, collect them at the center to make your arms feel effortless here. Roll the shoulders to the ears as you inhale. Pull it back and pull it down. A soft gesture to open your heart here. Soften the gaze forward or look down at the top of your mat. Say thank you to your sacred space for allowing you to be here. Just a quick space for gratitude for being able to show it in your practice is somehow the best way to start. Close your eyes if you feel safe wherever you're practicing and just notice how you breathe. Find gratitude for yourself for making it for today's class. Gratitude for every single being surrounding you. Bring awareness to where you are in your present moment, knowing that in every class that we're going to take brings you much more into where you are rather than visualizing that we're in a specific place of peace and joy. But rather, we want to ground down into our present moment and what we are and what's happening within our community, within our space, with everywhere in the world. Give this moment to connect to every single being surrounding you, near or far. Notice how you feel. And see if you're carrying something with you in your shoulders, in your heart, in your mind. Something that you want to address at this moment. Just knowing that sometimes when we step into the mat, that's the hardest thing to do, because we're carrying something in ourselves. So give yourself permission to be that instead, without trying to manipulate how you're feeling so that you can find peace and joy. Let's go and flow as you are in your most honest self. Let whatever it is that you have in your body, in your mind, in your heart, be something that can be addressed for today. Something that you can make space for, something that you can really find awareness on what you can do in your own little way. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. Bring awareness that you are human, that has feelings, that you are human walking into this life, connected to every single being surrounding you. Allow that immense energy to fill you up in your practice today. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Guide yourself by this intense light in the middle of your heart. Every time you inhale, it expands. Every time you exhale, you feel more grounded in your sacred space. Give yourself permission to be taken care of by no one else but yourself today. Allow this light to travel towards your eyelids if they were closed. Now's the time to open them wide. Welcome yourself back to your present moment. I have a lizard in front of me. I'm not gonna cut this out. Let's go and start your practice. On your next breath, extend all of your hands up to the sky, hands up in prayer. Exhale, gently take it to the sides. Bend the elbows to a cactus. Lift the heart to the sky. Maybe gaze will follow. Roll your arms forward, left arm on top. Take your hands to a hug towards your shoulder blades. Maybe take a cat, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Let's do that one more round. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. Bend the elbows, maybe a deeper back bend. Slowly, arms forward, right arm on top. Give yourself a nice hug. Curl it in, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone. One more round, lift your hands up and overhead, big breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows. Clasp your hands at the back. Maybe just the fingertips, maybe the palms, maybe grab a strap. If this is not accessible, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Maybe your knuckles come to the ground, or maybe you can take it towards the back even more. Palms can come together if it's possible. Keep the bend in the elbows or let it extend. Pull it up, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart, maybe lift the gaze if the body invites. On your exhale, fold down, belly, heart to the thighs. Maybe your forehead can ground down to the mat, knuckles to the back or to the sky. Feel the opening in the front of the shoulders. Option to wiggle side to side if it's allowed. Breathing in, connect to the breath. Breathing out. One more here. One more exhale. Release your hands to the front. Find your child's pose. Reach your hands long. Feel your side bodies open, allowing some hip dip on your heels. You can really stretch from the lower back towards the back of the neck. Let's go find your spinal waves. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, ripple forward to your tabletop. Shoulder blades widen to the side. Once you find your peak, tailbone up, belly down. Open the heart to forward or up. Take your hips back, child's pose. One more, just like that. Ripple forward, deep breath here. Take it to the back. One more round. Ripple forward, tuck the tailbone, belly to the sky. Inflate the back of the heart. Exhale, tailbone up. Open the heart, gaze above the horizon. Come back, child's pose. One more, like that. Tuck the tailbone, ripple forward. Once you find your peak, keep your shoulder blades widen. Tuck the toes. Lift your knees to a hover 1 or 2 inches away from the ground. Stay here for 5. Notice what's pressing on the hands. 4. Can we press on the knuckle pads? Grip your finger pads too. 3. Firm the inner arms. Your forearms engaged. Last one. Come back, downward facing dog. Hips up, heels down if it's possible. Bend the knees side to side. Swing the hips. Notice what feels good. Allow it to feel good. A moment to move or a moment to be still, up to you. You can even close your eyes if that feels awesome. Just to find yourself grounding in your sacred space is really enough reason to be here. A good way to motivate yourself whenever you feel like you don't want to move. You can just do this down dog or even a child's pose. That is enough. That is the practice of yoga. Stay here for 5. Lengthen. Shoulders elevate to the ears and pull it in. Widen it to the sides. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly heels up, ripple forward to your strong plank, curling in. Maybe gaze at the swimming pool, shoulders farther than the wrist. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. One more round, heels up, ripple forward. Ride with the breath, come back, downward facing dog. One more round, heels up, ripple forward. On your exhale, bend the elbows to the sides, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Very nice. 5 deep breaths here. On your next breath, press with all of your hands. Press the left foot down. Lift the right foot to a hover. Keep the flex. Feel that hip flexor really engage. Slowly step the right foot forward. Let's go do the other side. Left foot up to a hover. Step it forward just a little bit. And then down. Notice how your core is engaging here. Keep the press on all of your hands. Right foot up. Step it forward. Left foot up. Step it forward. Right foot up. Forward. Left foot up. Forward. Keep going until you reach that space between your hands, or maybe beyond, or just at the bottom of that. Inhale, halfway lift once you're ready. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, soften the knees. Let's go to your standing. Tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Do the slow. Every single vertebrae. Wake up for you. Nice. Once you're ready, roll the shoulders down and back. Open your heart. Take your hands to the sides. Close your eyes here for a few moments. Bring awareness to the breath. Maybe even close your eyes and allow yourself to be aware of all 4 corners of each foot. Find gratitude for being alive and stepping into the top of your practice. It's a privilege to be alive and live well and be able to move mindfully. It's a privilege to have space like this to create time and make time to practice yoga or any kind of movement at that. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Open the eyes. Let's go and find your flow. Open the palms to the sides. Reach your hands up and overhead. Gaze follows the thumbs. Breathe in. Exhale, fold down. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, fold down. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Frame the foot with both of your hands. Shift your weight to your left hand, right hand to sky. Easy twist. Gaze at the right thumb. Wrap the right hip to the back, left hip forward from the inner thighs. Release, right hand down. Step the right foot beside that left or find your 3-legged plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Next breath, heels up, bend the knees, gaze in between your hands, or maybe forward, step walker. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, swing all of your hands, reach up to your sky. Exhale, fold down. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Right foot steps back, low lunge on this side. Easy twist. Shift your weight to your right hand, left hand reaches sky. Breathing in. Breathing out. Left hand down. Step the left foot back or let it lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 deep cycles of your breath. Notice how your heels are on the ground, or if it's lifted, notice how strong your arms are. Keep elevating and pulling them in. Find strength. This is a foundation for your arm balances. Last 3. Knuckle pads, finger pads activate. Last 2. Core engage, ribs in, soften, neutral the neck. Last 1. Exhale, let's go back, forward fold. Heels up, bend the knees, gaze in between your hands or forward, step walker hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, swing all of your hands, reach up sky. Exhale, hands and pray to your heart. And into the side, Samastitihi. Inhale, hands up high, clasp your hands. Open the palms to the sky. Take your ribs in, and then slowly palm tree to the right side. Maybe bend the right knee, boop the hip to the left side. Keep that long line on your left side body. Come back, center. Let's do this on the opposite side. Boop the hip to the right, swing the palm tree to the left side. Keep pressing the palms up, up, up. Come back, center. Breathing in. This time, take your arms behind the ears. Open the heart. Now a back bend, push the booty to the back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Take your hands towards the back of the head and then curl in. Elbows come together. Uttanasana. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Lift your hands up and overhead. Breathing in, toes up. Breathing out, toes down, heels up. Take deeper hip dip. Deeper hip dip, what is that? Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let's all meet in your downward facing dog. Press on all of your hands, step, walk, jump, handstand, headstand, up to you. Feel free to find your play, meeting in your down dog. Three big cycles of your breath here once you have arrived. One, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg reaches sky. Keep the square hips, three-legged dog. Keep pressing on all of your hands. On your exhale, bend the left knee, hip joint mandala. Keep the press on the right hand to keep your shoulders square. Maybe look at the right, find your left toes. Lift the right heel up. Let's go left knee to heart. Squeeze it, maybe choose to the side first, and then pull it in at the center. Maybe take the weight on all of your palms. Press the ground away, make some space. Take it back. Slowly come back up. Hip joint mandala. Take your right heel down. One more round just like that. Heel up. Left knee to the side and into the heart. Tug it in. Take it back. Super slow, super controlled. Heel down. One more round. Heel up. Take it to the heart. And then find three-legged plank. Take your hips down, somewhat like an up dog with your left leg still up. Bend the left knee. Let's take it to the heart. Step the left foot down in between your hands. The right knee grounds down, Anjaneyasana. Hands up and overhead. Notice the opening at the front of your right hip, reaching your fingertips to the sky, or maybe hands can come to a prayer. Bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Ground onto the left heel. And then release. Release your hands. Ardha Anumanasana. Right knee can somehow swing to the back. Left leg extends, point or flex. Instead of focusing on your heart dipping down and forward, focus also on pressing or pushing your left hip towards the back to activate your hip flexors and really feel the length on your left leg. Let's go. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And an exhale, fall down. Notice if you can make some spaces between the left toes. See how that feels on your shins, on your calves. Last two here, you got this. Last one. And then release. Rebend onto the left knee, step the left foot, right hand, left hand up and overhead, Anjane. Slowly, if you can, firm the inner thighs, tuck the tailbone, lift the knee off the ground, high lunge. Breathing in, breathing out. Last two. And one. Release your hands, frame the left foot. Slowly shorten the stance. Swing the right foot a little bit forward. Left leg extends. Parvottanasana. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, fold down. Right toes can be somewhat like a 45-degree here if this is not accessible. It's somewhat like a heel-to-heel alignment in Ashtanga, but it's really as up to you. I like to make sure that it's hip-width distance apart instead so that I can find my balance. So there's no weight on my hands. See if that works for you as well. Left hip wraps at the back. Firm the inner thighs. Feel the length on your left leg. Let's go for one more. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale to fold. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. Breathing in for 3, 2, last one. And then slowly release, halfway lift, inhale. Slowly rebend onto the left knee, standing split, right leg to the sky. Left hand can go to the ankle or maybe take it wide, up to you. Heart towards the thigh. You can even bend the knees, readjust first, and then extend it long. Notice how your glutes are so active here. In for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees. Right knee taps the left calf. Take both of your hands to your heart if you can. Shiva squat. Knee to heart, inhale, hands up and overhead. Exhale, warrior 3. Breathing in, breathing out. Release, bend the left knee, slowly step the right foot towards the back. High lunge, one more round. Exhale, low lunge. 3-legged dog, left leg reaches back. Ekapada chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Reset. 5 deep breaths. Let's go do everything on the opposite side. Right leg reaches back, 3-legged dog, square the hip. And then slowly bend the knee, hip joint mandala. Open the hip to the left side. Maybe look at the left side. Notice how your right toes are there. Left heel comes up, knee to the heart. Maybe take it to the side first. Shoulder blades wide into the side. Pull it in, make some space. And then take it back. Super control. Hip joint mandala. One more just like that. Lift the heel. Take the knee in. Curling in. Inflate the back of the heart. And then take it back. Notice the strength of your shoulders and your arms. One more round. Heel up. Knee in. And then find yourself on your 3-legged plank. Take your hips down. Upward facing dog. Bend the knee, take it back to your heart. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. The left knee grounds down. Anjaneyasana on this side. Hands up and overhead. Firm the inner thighs. Tuck the tailbone. Notice how your lower belly is super activated here. Ground on the right heel. Inhale here. If you want some more, palms come to a prayer. Bend the elbows. Expose the heart to the sky. Hips forward and bow. Last one. And then release. Release your hands. Left knee a little bit to the back as you extend the right leg. Flex the right foot if it's possible. Notice how it feels. Right hip wraps back. Left hip reaches forward. Firm the inner thighs. Inhale to lengthen. An option as you exhale, fold down. Maybe make some spaces between the right toes. Notice how that feels. Just a quick challenge if it is. Sometimes it's easy for some. I like to do this. Last 4, 3, soften the face, soften the shoulders. 2, and 1. Awesome. Rebend into the right knee, step the right foot, hands up and overhead. Yes, firm the inner thighs, ground onto the left ball of your foot as you rise. High lunge. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. Very nice. Release your hands down forward. Swing the left foot a little bit, shorten the stance. Pavottanasana. Find your pyramid pose. All of your toes pointing forward, or take like a 45-degree on your back foot. Again, hip width length on each foot. It's not the heel to heel alignment. We want to be as inclusive as we can. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward, lengthen strong on the back. Exhale to fold. Wrap the right hip to the back so you can reach your heart towards the right toes. In for 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Very nice. Halfway lift, inhale. Slowly bend onto the right knee. Let's go, standing split. Left leg reaches sky. Firming in. Notice how your glutes are so engaged here. Heart, chest towards the knee. Maybe look at the back if we can. The wider your hands are, the more stable it is. Or if you want to keep the challenge, just like this, hand to the ankle. Last 2. And 1. Bend both knees. Left knee taps the right calf. Shiva squat. Maybe hands can come to a prayer. Knee to heart. Hands up and overhead. Very nice. Let's go. Warrior 3. Left leg to the back. Hands will follow like an airplane. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend the right knee. Super, super slow. Step the left foot to the back. High lunge once more. Inhale. Exhale, go back down. Right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Ekapada chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths, reset. One more here. Inhale. On your exhale, heels up. Bend the knees. Gaze in between your hands. Step, walk, or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise. Swing all of your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands and prayer to your heart. And then to the side, Samastitihi. Let's go for some balance. Take your hands on your hips. Shift your weight to your left foot. Bend the right knee to the heart. Inhale here. Step the right foot down. Shift your weight to your right. Left knee to the heart. Firm the inner thighs. Breathing in. Left foot steps down. Release. Shift your weight to your left foot. Bend the right knee to the heart. Take it a little bit to the side. Victor fingers of your right hand, ground onto the right big toe. Stay here if you want some more extended front. Inhale here. And exhale. Swing it to the back, or to the side, I mean. And then slowly back front. Release the Victor fingers. Keep the right leg extended. Swing it back, warrior 3. Hands can stay on the hips or take it to the side. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back. Hands up and overhead. High lunge, breathing in. Take it to the sky, open the heart, lean back, bend the elbows to the sides. Very nice. Reach your arms forward, Superman. And then open your heart, warrior 2, to the right side. Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale here. And exhale. Reverse your warrior. Right hand to the back leg, left hand to sky or towards the back of the mat. Commit to the bend on the left knee. Bend the elbow, Parsvakonasana. Elbow to quad or hand beside the inner right foot. Right hand to sky, gaze at your right thumb, or maybe bicep to ear. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. Release, right hand down, left hand to sky. Easy twist, but this time turn all of your toes towards the left long side of the mat. Take your right hip to a hover as your left hand reaches back. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift your fingers off your left hand. We'll go and find your left big toe. Let's go find Vashisthasana. Keep the bend on the left knee or extend it long. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. With control, release the bind. Bend the left knee, step it back. Wild thing. Open the heart. Stay for 2. And 1. Look down, release. Slowly, left leg to the back, left hand down, bend the knee to the heart, extend it long to the right side. Outer edge of your left foot grounds down, right heel plants down. Shift your weight to your left hand, right hand to sky, or maybe to the front. Fallen triangle, use your left hip to reach you up. Last 2. Last 1. Release. Right hand down, rebend onto the left knee. 3-legged dog. Left leg to sky. Inhale. Ekapada Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Reset. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take 2. And 1. Heels up, bend the knees, gaze in between your hands, step, walk, or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, swing all of your hands, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands in prayer to your heart. And then to the side, Samastitihi. Doing everything on the other side. Take your hands on your hips. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bend the left knee to your heart. Yes, you got this. Lift your fingers of your left hand. We'll grab the left big toe. Option to stay here or let it extend long. Firming in, core engaged. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take it to the left side. Option to find your gaze forward or to the side. Inhale. And exhale. Slight tuck on the tailbone, pull it back in. Release the bind, left leg stays. And then slowly swing it back, warrior 3. Inhale, notice the drishti, hands can come to the back. Stay for the exhale. Slowly bend the right knee, left foot steps back, high lunge once more. Breathing in, breathing out, commit to the bend. Open the heart to the sky. Find a good back bend. Bend the elbows. And then slowly swing forward. Superman, palms come in. And then slowly bloom, warrior 2. Yes. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Reverse your warrior. Left hand to the back leg, right hand reaches sky or towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the elbow, Parsvakonasana, elbow to the quad or hand beside the inner right foot. Left hand to sky, gaze at your left thumb or take it forward, bicep to ear. Keep pressing the outer edge of your left foot for strength and length. Last 1. Slowly release. Left hand down, right hand to sky, easy twist. This time, toes are going to point to the right long edge of the mat. Dip the left hip down to a hover. Right hand reaches back. Reverse surface lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Pick your fingers off your right hand. We'll ground onto the right big toe. Slowly, whenever you're ready, we're going to find your side plank. Lift the hips. Use the power of your hand and the foot. Keep the bend on the knee or let it extend. Inhale. Exhale. Release the bind with control. Bend the knee, step it back. Wild thing. Open the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. And then release. Look down first. Right hand steps down. Bend the right knee to the heart. Swing it to the left side. Flex the right foot. Outer edge grounds down. Left heel at the back grounds down. Shift your weight to your right hand. Left hand to sky. Gaze at the left thumb or let it fall forward. Fall in triangle. Use the power of your right hip to lift you up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Look down. Left hand steps down. Rebend onto the right knee. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Ekapada Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Bend the knees to the ground. Child's pose. Oh, that was awesome. Close your eyes. And notice how you breathe. Notice how you feel. Notice the warmth that you have cultivated in the body. Notice the thoughts and the feelings that have been here since you stepped on the mat. What is something that you want to do about it? Knowing that once you acknowledge them one by one, once you accept their existence in your house, in your sacred space, you have an option to let them stay because you know that you can learn more and you can process more on what it is and where it's coming from. And you have an option to let it go and close the door. What is something that you will do about it? Take an open heart. Inhale here. Open the mouth. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Look forward. Slowly release. Come to your tabletop. Swing the hips side to side. We're not done yet. Making sure nothing's painful. If you're sweaty, go and find your towels. We have done that. Let's go find your forearms down to the ground. So slowly, ground onto your forearms. Sometimes I like my elbows a little bit more narrow than the shoulders because they tend to splay out to the side. Just to make sure that they're always shoulder distance apart, I like to keep them here a little bit more narrow. Hands can go shoulder distance apart or even wider. You can turn out your hands, or some people like it when they're clasping their palms towards each other here. Up to you. Yeah, so see what feels good. On your next breath, you want to tuck the toes. Shoulders still stay aligned with your elbows as you lift your hips up and back. Arms are strong here. Shoulder blades widen to the side. Notice that space. Elevate the shoulders to the ears. Option to bend the knees. Take your feet a little bit forward, up to you. So whatever happens on the legs is not important. What we want is to strengthen your shoulders and your arms and your forearms here. Inhale here, ribs in. Stay for the exhale. Staying in 4, 3, keep the press to the ground. 2, and 1. Look forward to the thumb. Maybe reach forward with the head, bend the knees to the ground. Come back, child's pose. Release any tension, any pressure. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly release. Look forward. One more round. Slowly. Find your forearms, shoulder distance apart or even more narrow. Plant the palms down, pronate so that your knuckle pads are there to break If ever you feel like falling towards the front of the mat, grip your fingertips if you have to, or take your palms in a prayer, clasp them in towards each other. Tuck the toes once you're ready. Ground in, shoulder blades widen to the side. See that hollow body thing on your upper body as you lift your hips up and back. Core engaged. Maybe step the feet near or far, bend the knees. Doesn't matter. What you want is to keep the press to the ground. Core engaged. Once you're ready, let's try to lift one leg up, left leg to sky. You can even lift the heel on the ground up. Point or flex, up to you. Keep the press. Last one. Release the left foot down. Let's try the other side. Right leg up, point or flex. If you feel that the weight went to the foot, lift it, shift it forward. And then release. Shift your weight to your head forward, bend the knees, child's pose. Notice the breath, release any tension, something that you're not using or it's just not serving you good in the body right now. Put it on the side. Stay for 4, 3, 2, last one, and then release. Let's go for one more. You have an option to do your headstand, any kind of variation, A or B, or if you want, let's go and try your Pincha Mayurasana today. So plant the hands, ground into your elbows, up to you what kind of position you want with your hands, either splayed out to the side or maybe palms coming together. Yes, you want to make sure that your shoulder strength is here for you when you do this. Ground into the forearms. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Find your Pincha or stay wherever you want to go. Once you're ready, always ground back down. Come back to child's pose. If you did your headstand, release the forehead down to. Notice you can always stay neutral before doing any counter stretch. I believe that's the most important part, rather than slowly or running towards a counter stretch very fast. You want to find yourself, you want to find your body somehow relaxing. That is also what I believe as the space where you can reap the benefits of that pose exactly. Notice how it feels when you come out of an asana. One big breath. And an exhale, release. Looking forward. Slowly come back to your tabletop. Shake the shoulders forward and back if that was too much. Shake the head side to side. Do your counter stretch right now. And then once you're good, swing the legs to the side. Take your hips, extend your legs long to the front of your mat. Option to point, to flex, point up to you. Open the thighs and the glutes out wide. Hands will reach up high as you inhale. Exhale, fold down, yes. Notice how it feels. Notice how the breath is. Maybe you can come back to the rhythm of the breath work that you did when you stepped onto the mat. Find equal amounts of inhales and exhales. Or maybe find your Ujjayi breath. Notice if you can tap into your victorious breath and listen to the waves or listen to the ocean as you breathe in and breathe out. Stay for 2. And 1. Slowly release. Come back center. Take a seat. Bend both knees. Step the feet together. Take your hands on your ankles or wrap them on your toes. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lift the crown of your head. Lift your heart up to the sky. Exhale. Reach your hand forward, forward, forward. And then once you've found your peak, reach your heart down. Maybe your forehead can come resting on the toes. Gaze up, release, come back center, release the bind, take your hands back, knees come together at the center, step the feet wide, maybe as wide as your mat, swing it side to side. Once you're ready, come back center, find Sukhasana here, easy sitting pose. Last few stretches here on your arms, reach your hands up and overhead. Bend the elbows to the sides like a cactus. Clasp your hands towards the back. Maybe some strap if this is not accessible. Roll the shoulders down and back. Take your clasped hands towards the right side body, or maybe just to the hip, up to you. Roll the shoulders down. Ribs are in. Right ear to the right shoulder. Close your eyes if you want. Not a yes or a no if you want. Notice how that feels. Now's the time to really notice if you can pair the movement with the breath. Once you're ready, come back center. Look at your right shoulder and bow down to your right shoulder. Slowly release, come back center. Do this on the opposite side. Clasp hands to the left side body, ribs in, shoulders down, left ear to the left shoulder. Knowing that you have the power to choose the intensity on each side. Notice if you can stay kind. Release. Find your left shoulder. Bow down to your left shoulder. Cool down the breath. Notice how the body is as you are. Once you're ready, slowly release. Unclasp your hands. Take your hands onto the knees, or take one hand to the heart, another to the belly. And close your eyes here for a few moments. Allowing yourself to cultivate the final moments of your practice by really tuning into the breath. Notice how you feel. Maybe compare it to how you were feeling when you stepped into the mat, or before deciding that you want to show up in your practice today. Notice this moment. Notice the moments that have passed, the moments that have taken you to this spot of creating time. And notice the thousands of breaths that you took for this practice, and the millions of breaths that you took before you stepped in today. Now's the moment to look in the past. Acknowledge, accept, and then see if you want them to stay, or see if you're ready to go, and release. Because know that you're worthy of emptying your cup so that you can open your heart more into opportunities and new experiences of the beings that you are to meet yet, and the experiences that you are bound to do. Give yourself a moment to thank your body for moving in today. Thank yourself for really moving mindfully. Thank yourself for moving with intention. Let's close your practice today. Extend all of your hands up to the sky, hands up in prayer. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart, bow down. Namaste. Open your eyes, and we're done. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It's been a long time since I made a video for YouTube. Everything's been doing well, I can say so. As long as we are abundant, I believe we are living. And it's really more on how our mindset is when we say we are abundant. Yeah? So thank you so much for staying here, for practicing and viewing my videos. Yeah, I didn't know that my YouTube videos can go this big. This is already big for me, even though I only have like a few. I appreciate every single person who is watching and flowing through these videos. You may not be subscribing or commenting. If you want, please do. I really appreciate it, just so I know who you are and where you're practicing from. Let me know. I'm open to any feedback. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Namaste, everyone. I'll see you in the next class.